I am putting Iron Man's old exhaust back on. It was a lot louder, and at the time I didn't have the cam chopping like I needed it to. So let's see how Iron Man sounds with some louder exhaust. God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. Let's jump right into it. For anybody that's new, this is just a 350 with a Summit Racing 8802 cam and flat top pistons. That's it. And some cheap aluminum heads. That's it. Alright. These are the old mufflers. They look like Flowmaster 10s. But we do have a little bit of work that I need to do before we put these back on. I don't want the turn downs on here, so I need to go cut these turn downs off, and we're going to get an exhaust comparison. What we're going to do is crank Iron Man up with the mufflers that's on here now. Let it warm up, take them off. We're going to hear it straight pipe, and then we're going to put these Flowmaster 10 knockoffs back on. And I want to hear this thing with the louder mufflers on it, man. I want to hear it straight piped, and I want to hear the louder mufflers. The issue I had before is the push rods weren't fully adjusted right. So I wasn't getting all the lift out of my cam. But once I was able to get those adjusted correctly, I now have a truck that sounds pretty good, even with quiet mufflers on it. I just want to hear what it sounds like with some loud mufflers on it. I'm gonna just be honest, I just want to hear what it sounds like. We gonna take these, put them back on real quick, and see if I want to swap them back out. Guess y'all have to see, and we'll go from there. Let me go cut these off though, cut these turn downs off first, and then we'll get to doing an exhaust comparison. All right guys, so look, this is what we're finna do. I'm gonna crank this thing up, but this thing probably is cold. I hadn't driven it in a few hours, so probably have to let it run for a few seconds, idle it down, and then, you know, let y'all hit the exhaust. I am on a different mic today. I got the mic mounted onto the camera because that mic sounds better doing exhaust. So y'all can get a real exhaust, how this stuff actually sounds, versus a mic that's mounted to me and it's made for voices. But the mic that I have on the camera is more made to pick up stuff like this. So get this thing fired up. Cherry Bomb, I can't think of the name of it. Cherry Bomb Solitude, I think. But yeah, so that's what these are. That's what they sound like. It's already warmed up, so I'm gonna pop those off, and we're gonna hear what this thing sound like straight pipe. Alright guys, all I gotta do is, I just got clips on this exhaust, and I'm actually loving it, man. Haven't been to the exhaust shop because I'm like, okay, these clips are so easy. All I gotta do is loosen a bolt, or loosen two bolts, because this one won't get it off. Loosen that up and just jiggle the mufflers off. Come on, baby. There we go. Got that off this side. As y'all can see, cherry bombs. Going to the other side to slide this other one off, and we firing this thing up. Y'all hanging out with me? All right, y'all. Straight pipe, getting ready to go down. That wasn't too bad. But let's get these Knockoff Flowmaster 10s bolted up, and let's get this thing fired back up. Alright guys, for anybody wondering, those clips that I got on my exhaust are just some cheap clips that come off of Amazon. I think they may be Evil Energy, maybe, I don't know, but they're just aluminum, you know, clips that hold the exhaust together. So let's hear what the old exhaust sound like on Iron Man. Alright man, let me get some revs, but this old exhaust sounding pretty good, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Alright guys, now that y'all have heard all three, which are you picking? Let me know down in the comment section. If you're looking for another video of mine to watch, you say, hey, this guy's okay, let me go watch another one of his videos. I'm gonna leave one right here for you. Go check that one out.